everyone, I'm Elisa from Anaya's Tote Box Crochet, and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to. Thank you all for coming. I really enjoy showing off my makes, and I love that you like watching them. You can find me in social media as Anaya's Toy Box. You will find me on Etsy, Ravelry, Instagram, and Facebook as Anaya's Toy Box. I'm only Anaya's Toy Box Crochet in YouTube, just to distinguish what this channel is about. Anyways, let me show you what I've been up to. Oh, before that, let's talk about the change in scenery. I am back in New York. My vacation to my parents' place is over. We came back on Tuesday, and I've been busy with, you know, when you've been away from home for a while, there's lots of little things to do. In fact, there's things I should be doing right now. Instead, I'm talking to you guys. But anyways, that's what but I have been crocheting a lot. So I'm going to show you all the stuff that I've been doing. But first, I'm going to show you this guy right here. This is, whoops, sorry Harper, let me pick you up. This one is my lying puppet. I told you I'm going to finish the embroidery, and I did. And here he is. And now that I dropped all my dolls, I am going to pause it and come back after they're standing up. Yeah, so they're standing up. Just in case you wanted to know, this one right here is a commission. So it's going to be sent off. It's the same person who ordered this one. It will be on sale on their site. I don't know when. And this one is available in my Etsy store. Her name is Summer Harper. And, well, she's available in my Etsy store soon because I took her off because I was going on vacation. So she'll be back on soon. Anyways, I showed you my lying puppet. He's done. I finished with the embroidery. I'm ready to take pictures and send it off to the person who commissioned it, and I hope they don't mind how long it took. I really don't. I really, really hope they don't mind. Yeah. So I'm going to start with the one and only crochet project that I had on my way back from Montreal. I worked on this mostly on the bus, and it turned out beautiful. Take a look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? This is the Hugs Are Free shawl. It is a pattern by Creations by Jax and Mama Swift, Trisha, Mama Swift. They both have channels on YouTube, and I'll link them both because unfortunately this pattern, it was on Jax's website, but she took it down for a little while. She just wanted to do some checks. It'll come back, but I'm going to link her down below so that you could see when it comes back. Anyways, I'll show you what it looks like around the neck. This is what it looks like. I used Red Heart roll with it. Rainbow, I think it's called. I don't have the label anymore. But yeah, the thin one, the 2/8 cotton. It's a little smaller. Let's see if I don't know if standing up will help, but this is how the bottom looks. So this yarn, there is less yarn in it, the Red Heart, than the Hobie ones or the Yarn Art flowers. There's less yardage in it. This was, oh, I threw out the label. I should have kept it. I love the yarn. The colors are gorgeous. The colorway was called Nautical. But there is less yarn. Like if I took one of my Hobie cakes, I probably would have been able to finish this part, which is part 2. Obviously, I made this, she made it with the 4-weight yarn, and I made it with the 2/8 yarn. So it is definitely more repeats than she made it. So I was kind of just guesstimating. Actually, I was on the bus, so I wasn't even guesstimating. I was just going on and on and on. And I probably ended somewhere around here on the bus. And that was probably when I should have stopped doing this repeat and started, I'm taking it off so you can see it better, and started doing part 2. This is only the first row of part 2 right here at the bottom because I ran out of yarn. And to tell you the truth, the rows get so long towards the end that I really did not want to frog 4 or 5 rows so that I could finish the end properly. So this is what I have. Maybe one day I'll make it again, and when I make it again I'll do the beautiful border that they designed, but for now this is what I got. It's a really pretty shawl. It's a free shawl. It is called Hugs Are Free, and it is a free shawl, and I would definitely recommend it when it comes back. I think there's also going to be a tutorial. I don't know who's going to do the tutorial, but Jax did mention that someone's going to do a tutorial for it, so there's going to be lots of opportunity to make it. It's just not available at the moment, but it will be soon. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm so not organized. I just went and got my iPad so I could look at the names of patterns and the names of whatever. This one, by the way, the yarn was It's a Wrap Rainbow from Red Heart. I bought it. It was on sale, and I bought it while was it on sale? Yes, it was. I bought it when I went to San Francisco last year. Anyways, that's that one. So the next FO I'd like to show you is this one. Isn't it so pretty? Take a look at that. This is a sunflower tote, and the pattern is by Amy Lehman. I will link, I used a video, but there is a written pattern, and that's what Ravelry linked to, the written pattern. So I will link her video down below. But isn't it gorgeous? I love it. The only thing I don't like, and this was my own invention, she only did 1 row of this right here, of the HDCs, and then she made the handle separate. I didn't want to make the handle separate. I like that the bag is more sturdy if you don't sew on the handles. So I just kept on going and make a handle like this, which is just single crochets, by the way. And it caused it to flare out here. I think I should have done some decreases here, or at least once I should have done a decrease. I didn't, and it kind of flares out there. So that's the only thing I don't like about the bag, but I love the bag. I'm really into sunflowers. I've always been into flowers. Let me show you. When I was painting flowers exclusively. There's one of my paintings. Yeah, when a lot of my photography was macro. Oops. Maybe that was a mistake. You weren't meant to see my painting. Anyways, when I was into photography, I would do lots of macro photos of flowers, and I've always loved sunflowers. It's not necessarily my favorite flower, but I do love them. And when I saw this bag, I had to make it. I had to. Plus, it was Granny Square Day on, I think, Monday or Tuesday. Not that I made any granny squares that day because I was busy packing and getting ready to come back. But I figured, hey, at least I could honor it a little bit by making these. And I am not good at making granny squares. I do not. I've only made granny squares a handful of times in my life, but I had fun doing this. I did not like, I changed my process if I do it again. Like, instead of, what I would do is I did the centers of all of them. Well, I did one granny square first to see if I could do it. And then I made, there's 13 squares here. I would make the center and then make the centers for all 12 and then weave it in, and then make the second row for all 12 and then weave in the yarn. I think I would change that and just weave in as I go, like instead of picking up another and doing it, because when I was weaving in 12 of these at a time, it got really annoying. But anyways, there's my sunflower tote bag. I loved making it. I enjoyed it a lot. And it really shouldn't have been the first thing I showed you, second thing I showed you, because I also finished the boba. Here it is. I made the boba pearls. Somebody, Linda from Linda's Yarn Barn, came up with this amazing idea of using puff stitches instead of making these individual little circles like I did all over the place. It drove me crazy. Sewing it on drove me crazy. To just change it to black and make puff stitches. So I might be making another boba and trying out that idea and see how it looks. But there it is. It's finished. I got the boba pearls on. It's done. I'm glad to be over with that. Anyways, those are, oh, I'm going to show you this real quick. It's a Vicious Bee. I made it before I left for Montreal, and I didn't show it to you because I didn't record. But There's a vicious bee. It's my daughter's birthday present. But anyways, it's done. I don't really, I guess because I made it a long time ago, I don't really have much to say about it. Yeah. So now for my whips. I have, when I came back and I saw all my yarn, I wanted to make all the things. I really did. I was like, I reached for this. I didn't tell you what yarns I used. They're all different. The center is, okay, this is Line Brand, you know, the recycled polyester one. This one is Premier Basics. This is the Walmart brand, Mainstays. And I want to say this is the Michaels Loops and Thread brand. I'm not sure though. No, I think it's Big Twist. It's Joanne's Big Twist. But anyways, I saw my yarn. I saw everything, and I wanted to make everything. I wanted to touch all those yarns, and I wanted to make everything out of those yarns. And I started projects like this one. And sorry about that. My son's toy's under that. I should have moved it. I also started this. This is going to be a bag at one point. I'm using a K-hook, which you probably didn't see the K, but whatever. I'm using the ball gown stitch from Bag O'Day, or that Bag O'Day showed a while ago, to make this bag. And yeah, I love the stitch. The stitch is beautiful. It works out great. In this yarn even, I don't like working with this yarn. Now, this yarn, I've only ordered from Ice once, and it was years ago. And before I ordered yarn from Ice, I was only ever ordering mercerized cottons or 3-weight cottons or 4-weight worsted weight yarns, or DK worsted sometimes. 3-weight yarns in acrylic, or 3-weight yarns, or 4-weight yarns in acrylic, and 2-weight yarns, 3-weight yarns in cotton. That's all I would order because that's all I was using at that time. So this was something new to me, and it looked so beautiful, and it is. Look at it. Look at the shine. Isn't it beautiful? And so I ordered it. I ordered 2 of them, so I have 2 colors of it, and it's macrame cotton glitz. And I don't like working with it. It's gonna make a nice bag. It's stiff. It is a bit stretchy though, but it's stiff, and I think it'll make a really nice bag. But I don't like the way it feels when it's sliding through my fingers. And I mean, it's not meant, it's a macrame yarn, right? Maybe that's why. I will make it. I will finish it. It will be beautiful. I'm just not enjoying the process as much as I would. I'm taking this off. It is hotter in New York than it is in Montreal. Anyways, you will see this one day as a bag. Obviously, I've done a lot on it, and I will continue to do more. This is a pattern, well, a stitch tutorial from Bag O'Day. All right, now that I've tossed everything every which way, I don't even see where my thing is, but whatever. So we have talked about how I'm not the kindest person to myself. And if you recall, I'll put it up here. I have patterns that I have purchased and never made, and it has been getting on my nerves that they're not made yet, and I've been wanting to make them. So in around New Year's, I said it wasn't a resolution. I really meant it, but my brain isn't letting me say that. Hi, sweetheart. Be careful. Okay. So yeah, my light is on a chair, so it doesn't reflect on my glasses, and so the wire is going up. It's not the safest place to be around right now. Okay, anyway, so I was just about to say I'm not the kindest person to myself. I have all these patterns that I have paid for and haven't made, which irritates me. I need to make the stuff that I have paid for, and so that's why you see this picture here. And I told myself I'm going to concentrate on making them, but I'm not going to make it like a New Year's resolution. I'm not going to promise to do one a month for the year and finish these off in about 18 months. I said that. And yet my head is telling me, it's kind of bullying me and saying, you've missed 3 months, because in June, I was making stuff to gift when I go to Montreal. July, I didn't make any of them because I didn't take much yarn with me, and I was very careful with how much I bought because I have to bring it back, and that's hard. And so now that it's August, I feel like I need to make 3 of them. 3 of those patterns. I don't want to make 3 of them, but I feel like I should. So I told myself, okay, calm down. I'm gonna make 1 right now, and then we'll see about the other 2. So I started this project. All I have is these feathers.
What is that?
They're feathers, and
what?
Oh my gosh, I lost one.
Are you gonna make a chicken?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have another one in here somewhere. I just dropped something. But anyways, here it is. Oh, I haven't been... Oh, it's living in my Lake George bag that I bought last year when I went to Lake George. I made 5 feathers. Yes, I bought a bag. I made 5 feathers, and that's all I've made so far. I only just started it. It is a rooster. If you remember, if I still have the picture up there, it's that blue rooster. I bought this pattern ages ago. Well, years ago. I used to watch, and I still watch her, a YouTuber who is really into chickens. Like, at that point when I bought that pattern, she would be talking about chickens all the time, and she has chickens. And so when I saw the pattern, I'm like, oh, that's perfect for her. And so I decided to buy it, and I was going to make it in orange for her. And I think I might have even told her I bought the pattern and I was going to make something for her, and I never did. It's kind of embarrassing. So I'm finally making it. I'll send it to her when I'm done. It's all in shades of orange. Oh gosh, I can't say it like her. This is Premier Basics. It's called, I don't want to look up the name, but it's Goldfish, I think. This is also Premier Basics. This is Apricot. It's peachy color, but peach is just a light shade of orange, right? I needed more shades of orange. Orange is a hard color to find in the stores. This is from Hobie, Amigo XL. This one is Loops and Thread. This is not orange, it's yellow, but a little few shades with difference shouldn't make much of a difference. And this one is Basic Stitch. It's Cayenne. I was gonna do the bird part, which I haven't started, in this color and this color, because it's a 2-tone bird. You start off with the light color and end with the dark color. And I was gonna use these 2 colors for it. But this yarn is significantly thinner than the Basic Stitch. So instead, I'm thinking about using the Amigo and the Basic Stitch. Do they look good together, or are they too close? On camera, they kind of look good together. But anyways, I'm working on this. This is one of my projects that I need to finish sometime. I do. I need to finish it. And I need to figure out a way to have my head stop bullying me about these projects. So that's one of my, those are 2 of my whips. And the last one I wanted to show you is right here, in my dabbling hook bag. And this is my Turbulence Shawl. I wanted to show you because I did work on it on the bus and other times too. I think I might be a knitter. Really, I am actually knitting this thing. And it's more complicated than just a garter stitch. Okay, so here is my Turbulence Shawl. Look at how big it is. Can you imagine? I knit this. Me. And look at how big it is. It's huge. And it's kind of fancy. It's not just garter stitch. I was here last time I showed it to you, and I worked up this much of it. Isn't that cool? The color has definitely changed, and it looks really cool. I like this yarn. Let me show you the color difference now that it's not blown out by the sun because I'm not outside. Look at that. I've definitely reached a color difference, but the yarn is so gorgeous. You can't tell by looking at it where the color changed. You really can't. It definitely has changed. but you can't tell where it's changed. There's no lines, there's no rows to show that this is where the color changed. It's so gradual, it's so beautiful. This yarn, maybe one day I'll get it again. I got this from Villarita. This is Elise Diva. Can you read that? Elise Diva Ombre Batik. Love it. It's 100% acrylic or microfiber acrylic, and it's gorgeous. The yarn is beautiful. It feels wonderful. It's nice to work with, and the ombre is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous ombre. Anyways, I really am enjoying making this. I'm finding it kind of soothing. Maybe when I get to the point where the shawl is wider, I might not find it as fun. But for now, I am enjoying it. It's going slow because I'm a slow knitter, and I think knitting goes slower because you're using such little yarn per row compared to crochet. Like crochet, you'd be yarning over and then pulling it through, and then if it's a single crochet, yarning over again and then pulling it through, so you've already used it a few times, whereas with knitting you just kind of use it once per stitch. So I'm enjoying it. I actually feel like I'm knitting something. I really am. Something that isn't practice. I am. Something that isn't practice. And I'm actually thinking about knitting a baby blanket. My cousin's having a baby. Is it a girl? I have no idea. But I have a Premier Bloom yarn, and I really want to make a blanket out of it just to see how the bloom works. And so I might knit a baby blanket. Don't hold me to that. I might not do it. It sounds hard. But I might. It's there in the realm of possibilities. Anyways, that's all I've been up to. It's quite a bit, but I had fun doing it. The shawl by Jax at checkout. I'm going to link Jax and Mama Swift, which is Trisha, down below so that you could follow them and figure out when they're going to release the Hugs Are Free pattern again. And you should check it out. It's really nice. I like making it. She used worsted weight yarn. I'm using number 2 yarn, so you don't have to make it like I did. You could make it like she did. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you enjoyed my video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe.